Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another video from Deadly Sin. Today, we're going to be eating and we will be reacting, which is really easy to edit, really, and it's really chilling for me. So it's like a little cheat day for me, guys. I will show you what I got. Man. Okay, so here we have a chicken burger with salads and mayonnaise. Of course, my webcam's not the best camera, so you guys can't see it as good as I can, but this is really, really good. I've had this before. And one amazing thing are these chips. Okay, guys, so they're so big, I can hold them with two hands. This is one thing I love about Chunky Chicken in Cardiff. They give you massive chips for 50p extra. Really good. And also, we got the Pepsi, fizzy drink, cold fizzy drink to make me burp. Yeah, you already know, guys. Shush. Let's get straight on into it, innit? Oh yeah, let's not forget the classics. Damn, you know what? I forgot to make a thumbnail. Wait. There we go. Alright guys, let's get straight on into it. I am very sorry if you hear me chew. I don't like hearing people chew, but I know there's a lot of people like in ASMR. I find it weird, but if you guys like and you do hear me chew, then
A lot of unexplainable things that happen in our world, and people come up with a lot of theories as to why things are the way they are.
From the Mandela Effect to the Goldilocks Zone, all the way to simply just the fact that we
oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, we are reacting to top 10 dark theories that prove reality is a simulation.
have no evidence to prove otherwise. On today's top 10 list, we will be covering some dark theories that prove that reality is a simulation.
Before we dive into the video, you guys, I just want to remind you that wonderful Bree is here with me today for a very good reason. Bree has her own channel called Viper Girl that you guys do not want to miss out on. If you love gaming and having a good time, you definitely want to head over to Viper Girl right after you're finished this video to check it all out and subscribe. Let's get into this list. Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect began being widely recognized when people began to swear that they could remember Nelson Mandela passing away in the 1980s. This is of course weird since he actually passed away in 2013. This is obviously a huge time discrepancy, so people were very confused. This is of course how it got the name the Mandela Effect, and it basically is the theory that whoever is responsible for this simulation we live in has gone back and changed some things. There is an alternate belief that the Mandela Effect shows that there are multiple universes or alternate realities, and this is just a result of us crossing from one to another. Other really famous cases of the Mandela Effect are the Bernstein Bears, where some people swear it used to be spelled with the ending being S-T-E-I-N, while all copies are now spelled S-T-A-I-N, or the popular peanut butter brand called Jif. There are people who swear it used to be called Jiffy. This one, however, is my personal favorite. There are people who remember there being a movie called Shazam where Sinbad played a genie. A lot of people speculate, though, that they are just getting it mixed up with a movie where Shaq played a genie called Kazam. I definitely remember the Bernstein Bears one and the Shazam one, so I just might be a believer that this all really is a simulation.
At number 9, aliens. Over the years, we've spent billions of dollars trying to get to outer space and
I don't know about...
trying to find
Why did my webcam just lag? What the fuck is this? This is a scam. Okay, so number 1, the Mandela Effect. We all know what it is, right? I'm not so sure about it because I'm just not sure. Okay, I don't really remember these little changes and stuff. I never paid attention to as a kid. But aliens, I can tell you one thing: they are real. And if you don't believe in them, then you're delusional.
signs of extraterrestrial life or any past lives on other planets. Despite all of our best efforts, we haven't been able to find any aliens. This theory goes that the reason we haven't been able to find aliens is either because they're the ones running the simulation in the first place, or it's possible that if they are part of the simulation, they may be more advanced than us and have possibly found a way to escape. It's also possible that maybe the computer just doesn't have enough RAM to simulate another planet's civilization. This is all to say that maybe if
Another RAM. Damn, how much gig is that? 1 billion? Jesus.
we were able to find aliens, then we'd finally get the answers that we're looking for.
In our number 8 spot today, we have a computer virus in a DNA strand. Before I dive into this one, guys, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying the video so far, because it really helps us out. In 2017, a group of researchers from different scientific backgrounds at the University of Washington proved that they were able to put computer code into DNA strands. My brain is honestly unable to even comprehend this, but apparently it's true. The whole goal of the research was to be able to prove that computers that work in gene sequencing were very vulnerable to cyber attack. It seems as though they may have proved a little bit more than what they intended. I'm truthfully not very familiar with DNA strands or computer viruses, so I don't really know what this means, other than the fact that it's entirely possible what we perceive as our biological makeup may really just be some computer code after all. If this is the case, I'm really upset that whoever is controlling our simulation didn't just make us at least a little bit more resilient.
At number 7, experimentation. You know how it seems like the world is always on the brink of absolute chaos? Environmentally, we are always just one wrong move from ending humanity as we know it. Certainly a bit stressful for us, but maybe this is on purpose. It is possible that we may have been created as a simulation in order to help whoever created us figure out their own climate and environmental problems. It would be crazy because if they can make a simulation that feels this real, then surely they can figure out their own problems too, but that might not be necessarily true. If we really are in a simulation, they may have created us to be better.
Okay, for some reason my camera keeps freezing, guys. What the hell? Okay, I hope the problem is fixed now. Let's go.
Figure out their own problems too, but that might not be necessarily true. If we really are in a simulation, they may have created us to be better at that sort of thing than they are. It is possible that if we solve enough of their problems, then they might just come back to Earth or whatever planet we end up on in order to reap the benefits from our hardworking scientists.
In our number 6 spot today, we have no evidence. This one is actually a little frustrating, to be honest, because it should be so simple. This is just the theory that it is most likely we are living in a simulation due to the fact that we absolutely cannot prove that we aren't. As much as a lot of us would like to believe that we aren't, or maybe it comes down to the fact that we can't let go of our egos enough in order to be able to believe, anything we think or any evidence we think we have would have all been simulated. If we do in fact live in a simulation, it is possible that whoever created it would prefer that we didn't come to the realization that our reality isn't ours at all. I'm not gonna lie, this whole theory is actually kind of frightening because it is most likely that we won't actually ever know the truth.
At number 5, it's
I agree with that. We will not know the truth. Also my opinion on that is I don't know, man, like simulation, like I don't know, like we all have our own thoughts and mind and everything, or our own tastes, and some of us see different, like different colorblind and like stuff like that. Do you get me? So it's a bit hard to believe that we're in a simulation, but we've never explored like nearly anything like under the seas and stuff. There's so much unexplained, undiscovered, that honestly anything could be possible on that like on that type of scale, like when it comes to the big things.
all a joke. Sometimes things just happen in our world that are just weird. Who could have predicted that Donald Trump would become president? Or the time that the Patriots were down 28-3 in the Super Bowl and came back to win the whole game? Or that weird Oscars envelope mix-up that was just really awkward. Anyway, this is all to say that weird things happen in our world all the time. Some things that no one quite saw coming and quite honestly seem kind of strange. This theory goes that whoever made our simulation may just want to have a little bit of fun. Or maybe maybe our simulation is malfunctioning and they're trying to get us back on track. Either way, this could be an explanation for those weird things that just seem to happen.
In our number 4 spot today, we have the Goldilocks Zone. You know how we are located in such a great spot in our solar system? Just far enough from the sun that we don't absolutely burn up, but close enough that the sun helps sustain our life. This is what is commonly referred to as the Goldilocks Zone, since it is just right. This lends well into the idea that we live in a simulation because of the fact that whoever created us most likely wants us to be able to survive, so of course they would place us in the most ideal location for life. I would definitely like to ask them why they made the sun so harmful as well, because that seems like an oversight, but I am willing to look past it for now, considering there isn't anything I can do to change that.
At number 3, math is a lie. You know how we have rules, like the laws of physics, or just the scientific and mathematical rules that our world just seems to follow that we had to figure out? Well, some people believe that those laws are proof of us living in a simulation. If we lived in a video game, at some point we would also discover that there are rigid rules that cannot be broken no matter how hard you tried, almost like it is mathematical or scientific. So something like the speed of light, which is the fastest rate a particle can travel in our world, might just be the time it takes to transmit information in our simulation. All of the rules we think we've figured out might just be more proof that we do indeed live in a simulation.
In our number 2 spot today, we have our own simulations. This one has to do with what we are doing that could possibly prove the existence of a simulation. As humans, we are getting better and better at creating our own simulations. In 2014, the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics connected 8,000 computers to create a 350 million light-year simulation of our universe and digitally aged it over 13 billion years. Or, for a more simple example, let's take The Sims. This franchise sold over 125 million copies in its first decade, so it shows that we are absolutely interested in creating our own simulations. If we are this interested in it, why would we assume that whatever other forms of life exist out there aren't also as interested as we are? This one might make you think next time before you decide to delete the ladder to get out of the swimming pool in your Sims world.
And finally, at number 1, we are the simulation. This one is pretty simple, but also might be a little confusing. We all live in our own reality and no two are the same. Whatever we perceive in the world is slightly simulated by our own brains. What I mean by this is that we use our past and our memory to process information that we are currently receiving, whether we do it consciously or not. Who is to say that anything we see looks the same to anyone else, or anything we taste tastes the same to anyone else? We all live in our own little world, and that in itself might be proof that we are in a simulation. There is no true reality that we share 100%. It is all based on the individual.
Alright guys, that has been our list for today.
Okay, the last one, that's kind of shambles. That's a waffle. I really disagree with that because we're all in the same reality. Of course, some people are in their own bubbles. Some people, like what's normal for me might be not normal for you. But that does not mean we're not in the same reality. That doesn't mean that we're in a simulation. Everyone makes their own rules and shit. No. But other than that, it wasn't a bad video. There was a bit of waffling going on. You know, I'm a waffler. I can tell waffling. So, it's not a bad video though. They had maybe like one good point. Maybe. But other than that, I think we don't live in a simulation. And if we do, then it's so crazy that we were made into a simulation where we taste, smell, eat, taste, drink. It's just absolutely crazy, and it's out of the mind, out of the human mind. Who knows, maybe they made us use 5% of our brain on purpose so we never get to know. Or maybe there's just no simulation. Get what I mean? You'll never actually know, guys. So best thing you can do is stick to your beliefs, whether it's right or wrong, whether you choose to believe it's right or whether you believe it's wrong. You'll never actually know. There'll actually never be a confirmation of it. But anyways, guys, I just want to show you guys. I demolished this munch. Burger was nice, very crunchy, very juicy at the same time, which is a bit mad. The salads felt fresh. The chips, absolutely amazing. Oh shit! I just realized there's still like a lot more in the bag. Like, look at this, guys. Look at this, yeah? What the fuck? See, guys? This is why funky chicken is the best in Cardiff. Well, maybe not the tastiest, but for its value, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, guys. Anyways, guys, that was perfect. I finished my food just about when the video finished. So as I said, this was kind of like a cheat day for me, where I buy myself food, I do a little reaction video. It's not that hard to edit. It's not that hard to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We are 45 subscribers away from 400. Come on, guys. Let's make this happen. Please. Let's go. I've been posting very actively recently. Once, maybe twice a day sometimes even. And I'm going to keep working hard, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.